Come in.
We have a problem and we brought a psychologist who may be able to fix it.
What's going on?
We asked all the teachers here at Central Junior High students to do their homework. And the average answer was that 22% don't do their homework on a regular basis. We were wondering how this ties into psychology and if you had any solutions.
There are many reasons this is a problem. Kids and teens like to procrastinate and do something more enjoyable, such as social media and games. Another reason is if the kid is confused. He or she may want to ignore the task. Parents is also a problem. Some parents are either too busy or don't think schoolwork is important. Also, kids don't look to the future. They tend to live in the now and focus on what they want.
Does the brain carry information about responsibility?
I was actually talking to Dr. Brian Mondo about that a few days ago. He said that the prefrontal cortex is linked to responsibility because it does decision-making in the brain. However, how someone makes the decisions depends on their surroundings, such as education, culture, and parents. Everyone makes their own decisions, but they need to learn how to make good ones.
The question is,
How can we improve the way junior high students learn responsibility?
Well, Principal Warner, I have a solution to your problem. I have two representatives from Thinking Leaders Apps, and they have just created a great app called
Future Right.
really? What does it do? That's a great idea. How do I sign up?
3 months later!
What a long day at school. It was nothing but boring, and more boring. And you think that I'm going to spend my time outside of school doing homework? Absolutely not. I'm going to get on Facebook.
Hey, you seriously think you should be getting on your phone right now?
What else would I be doing?
Your homework?
Pause. We designed an app using a pseudocode flowchart to help junior high students like this one do their homework. Our resources include numerous professionals, books on app building, several internet articles, and a survey of our teachers and peers for a total of at least 4 different types of resources. Future Bright is an app that helps junior high students succeed in school. It would be connected to a classroom network set up by the teachers. Parents wish to set up this app for their child, they'll have to set up a permission slip and get a classroom network password. Parents and teachers can work together to set this app up according to what is best for their student. There are 3 types of accounts: teacher, student, and parent. When the student gets home from school, they only have a certain amount of time until certain apps on their device shut down. The parents choose which ones and when. Play.
Open up YouTube.
No.
Open up Instagram.
Seriously?
We'll open up Candy Crush then.
Make me!
In order to turn them on, the student has 4 options.
You have 4 options, kid. 1. There's a button that will give your apps back if you want to do your homework in study hall. 2. You do the homework, then show it to your parents, and we'll use a secret password to turn on your precious social media. 3. You take a mini quiz about the homework. 4. You send a picture of your homework to your parents and teachers. But if you use any of these options, they will go away.
Pause. The students can also play review games, get homework help, and earn extra credit points. Parents will also have their own apps that are hooked up to the classroom network. They can communicate with the teachers about the students' grades, behavior, and effort in class, and add chores and responsibilities to the students' to-do list. Play. I need you to walk your dog tonight. I added it to your to-do list, so you'll only be able to get in your apps when you're done.
And I need you to sweep the garage. Boy, do I love this app.
I guess I'll do my homework then.
You better, kid. You're going to flunk school and not be able to afford fancy smartphones. Like me.
Pause. As for teachers, they can post homework tips, supervise students' privileges, and create quizzes and games. So, going back to the reasons kids are irresponsible, we pretty much prevented a lot of those issues. Students who can get homework help on the app, so they won't just give up and ignore the task. It involves parents, and it trains students to look to the future. We found some apps that can turn off Wi-Fi and organize to-do lists, but none of them were as all-encompassing as Future Bright.
We shared an idea with the CGHS teaching staff, the District 86 administration, and the school board. Principal Jason Warner, Carrie Klein, an IT supervisor, and Joseph Peachy, an app programmer.
Future Bright is beneficial in many ways.
It helps me learn the importance of being responsible and develops good habits that I can use in my adult life.
We both work for keeping track of our child's progress in school.
We love this app because we can watch the grades regularly rather than waiting for his report cards.
It makes teaching easier for us because we don't have to deal with as many kids that come to class without their homework.
And a majority of CJHS's teachers agree, if a student is responsible, their test scores are more likely to increase.
Future Bright, responsibly right.
So they don't get to do anything until they do their homework.
Right.
Good, yeah.
And the chores.
And the chores.
So, Does your app encompass all the behavior and those other, the similar apps?
Yes, it does. We've kind of combined most of these apps, such as My Calendar, which keeps the student in check with all of its activities, and Moby Max, which is an educational website. So, yeah.
And then your other chart there, you've got an app expert.
Peachy.
What was his feedback as far as the feasibility of doing such a thing and the cost of doing such a
Well,
thing?
we first started off with storyboarding, which is sort of like an outline of the app, but then he suggested that we do pseudocode right there, which is the flow chart, and that's kind of like the outline, but more easier for us to make the app using this.
Okay. And how about, did you have anything like, what's it going to cost to do an app like that?
Well, we did do some research. We don't really think it's as much as how we did the app and how much time it took, because we researched that people pay for free apps, yet there are always ads on the free apps that could be distracting or inappropriate for the student. But the ones that cost some money don't have any or as much distracting ads.
So on this app, so the teachers would be involved. The teachers have to know that. So now, is this going to be an inconvenience for a teacher? Like she's going to go, oh, okay, now I got to put this out to Joe and to blah, blah, blah. Or is it going to be something that's going to be easy for her to use or him to use to help out the students?
One of our sources was a survey of our teachers and peers. We gave the teachers a summary of our app, and we're like, what do you think? And a lot of the teachers, it was like, yay, good, that's awesome. But a few of them had a couple of suggestions like, okay, I don't want to do this, or I'm not going to have time to do this if only 4 kids are going to do it. So we took off a few of our functions. Like, we wanted to do electronic homework on the app, but we got rid of that because the teacher said, I am not going to make electronic homework so 4 kids could do it.
Did I miss it? Who did you share this with? Oh, there. Okay.
We shared this with the professionals, Mr. Jason Warner, Mr. Joseph Peachy, the district, like a lot of people from our school. We also searched online, and some of us had family members that were some professionals we needed.
We also shared with all our teachers through the survey we gave them. And we also surveyed our peers to see if this would be good, because we were at first wondering what should we start with, what type of phone. So we also did a survey like with all the students. Do you have this type of technology? So we kind of got a lot of stuff from our fellow students.
So how did you come up with the idea?
We came up with the idea with a meeting from Mr. Warner. He gave the idea that lots of students don't do their homework and that it was a problem.
He told us that 40% of students don't do their homework, and we were really surprised by that, so we wanted to see that. Yeah, great answers. Responsibility is a big issue at our school. It is an ongoing problem. We have heard several speeches by the principal and teachers about kids not doing it and that it is important. And one of the reasons we were all shocked is, as wasn't Ethan that said 22% of teachers kids don't turn in their homework. All of us on the team would be devastated if we didn't get one. So we were like, how could kids never turn in homework assignments? So that was also another reason we wanted to stop too.
Very good. Good job. Well, you guys seem like everybody participated, which is wonderful. Very good. We like it.
Good.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more. What grade are you guys in?
8th and 6th.